Of the Green Room is a highly dysfunctional comedy. You may not always end up where you thought you were going, but you'll always end up where you're meant to be.
Is that the VCR tape?
No, is it? This only comes on beta. Didn't you know? No, straight up.
I told my dad we should have got that Sony beta, but he's all JVC for the win.
Welcome, y'all.
His VCR.
Now, this is exciting for us because we're typically a grow show, but we get to have some actors in here and some Hollywood folks, and everyone has a grand dream of being on the big screen, the small screen. I don't know. I just wish someone would like my Instagram. But nonetheless, this is exciting, especially for the listeners, too. So let's start out with the creators over here. I have Liz and Z. I'm sorry, Z.
Zahida.
Z.
Yeah.
Zahida.
I'm sorry.
It's like
Good try.
Gavita, but Zahida.
Is that right, Zahida?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to call you Z, though.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is something, though, that has been in the works for a little bit.
For a long time.
For a long
3 years.
time. Well, what is your background? Are you guys just a bunch of stoners sitting around that have some cameras?
Yes.
No, they're interns at major networks that are trying to get a fucking, trying to get a pre-production gig.
You know Russell Simmons and he's fun? No.
Yes. No, we have a small indie production company. We make movies with no money.
Hell yeah, those are the best ones.
Yeah. And we also get stoned a lot. And we like to write and create.
So tell me a little bit about the premise of what it is. I get it. It's Hollywood. It's a dispensary.
It's a failing dispensary in Hollywood.
Isn't that an oxymoron? I mean, they could sell the sticks and the stems and the seeds, but most of these dispensaries are raking it in. But so it's a failing dispensary.
Yes.
This is a unique premise. And
so this is about the employees of the dispensary, of the failing dispensary.
All right. Now, who gets it?
It's like Pop Copy by Dave Chappelle, right?
I don't know.
Pop Copy.
I don't know what that is.
Copy. You got a Mac, we got a PC.
Right.
They got a PC, we got a Mac, right? Same shit?
Exactly.
And so it's the employees every day, every
It's
day.
about the employees and their journey at the dispensary.
How hard was it to create something like this? Did you have to do a lot of research and go to all these dispensaries to see what people were doing wrong and just kind of...
So that's how it started, was visiting all the dispensaries and just really getting to know them and the employees and becoming friends with them and talking about, the different kind of clients that come in and what happens in a day.
How long did it take to put this all together?
3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years
Yeah, we have no money.
This is like barbershop. It's like barbershop. Yeah, you know what? Hollywood recycles ideas, dude. They're good. I mean,
no, straight up. So you brought in the cast here, except for John over there. He's very serious. John, we don't
who the fuck are these douchebags again? Why are we here? Fucking up my career?
Free pizza.
Yeah, right? Yeah, as long as these assholes don't show up on my IMDb, we're cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's part of the deal.
Right?
Oh, good grief. So you put it together, though, and it's a situational comedy, basically,
Yes,
right?
yes.
If you had to equate it to something that's out there that is already out there, how would you equate it to?
Maybe like a Workaholics or something like that.
like a Workaholics.
All right, and you go down the line of doing everything in the dispensary. We have over here Andre, in which he plays
the security guard.
The security guard.
Top flight security of the world, Craig!
Oh, wait, hold on. We did it wrong. White people high five. Nailed it, dog. Nailed it.
Oh, shit.
That's my thing. I always hit on people. White people high five.
No, I guess it is true that...
We always have to redo the high fives. You see it on fucking everywhere. Anytime two white people high five, they're like, oh, wait, try again. Oh, yeah.
Because I've seen some outtakes from the comedy.
Which one did
from
you
the
see?
show. The one where you're in the bathroom flexing
yeah.
Why the place is getting robbed.
That's the safest place to be, dog.
It really is. You know what I'm saying? I was just in my zone.
I'm not sure. Did you have Timberlands on?
No,
you should have. See, that's one thing.
Wow, stereotyping already,
That's what you thought about?
This is the
if I had
West Coast,
Tim's.
not East Coast. You should have you have some chucks on.
What I've thought about since I've seen Andre is the screen does make you look bigger, because what are you securing over there?
Listen. See, first of all, they're going off my intimidation.
Okay.
Because I got hair, I got
white
dreadlocks.
people,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
he's like, does the
so
Eddie
we're
Murphy on
obviously in the valley. So you go over here, you see a
Right.
black man with dreads, just a little build on him. You know what I'm saying?
you're
Then,
like,
oh gosh, Becky.
right?
Look forward. Look forward. Don't do it.
Becky, he has bear mace. Becky, he has bear mace.
this about? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say a little bit something more stereotypical. You smoke weed?
Do I?
Well, you got dreads.
Well, does that make me Jamaican?
I don't know. You could be.
No, I could be. See, there's a lot of speculation going on right now.
It's kind of like some cornrow dread.
No. Cornrow dreads, what?
Because it's like it's pulled back in rows.
No, it's not in rows. I got it in a
Oh shit! I didn't see that part. It was black like
It
your
was
hair.
black. I know,
Glasses on.
yeah.
Okay.
And you got glasses on.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's dark as hell in here.
You'll leave me hanging. Fuck
You've
this
been
cracker.
listening to too much Rick Ross.
Oh, here you go. Don't even try it.
Oh, here we go.
More like Sugar Hill Gang.
Take another shot of Jameson, Horty Chris.
No.
What I'm asking though is, if you partake in stuff to play a role of someone that is a security guard at a dispensary, get into that role, is it a stretch for you?
No, not really. Because as an actor, you can look at certain things and be able to portray it. But I do smoke, so it wasn't hard to get into the realm of a smoker. I don't think it's hard for anyone to try and get into the realm of a smoker, whether you smoke or not. It's just all about finding a zone of relaxation, okay? Because that's really what cannabis is supposed to do. You know, it has so many other benefits towards it, but at the same time, you want to play the role of a smoker, and we do have actors on there who don't smoke, but they play the role perfectly.
The Dave Chappelle movie where they fed the horse the fucking what's it called with the
I don't know, man.
weed? Come on, man, help me out. Half baked. Remember,
Half-baked.
you know the white guy's like, oh, dude, his boy. He like that comedian guy.
Yeah, he doesn't smoke.
Yeah, he's never smoked weed in his
Yeah.
whole life, but he's like perfectly
Yeah.
plays the stoner.
Perfectly. But that's just the fun and joy of being an actor. You know, you don't necessarily have to go through something or do it in order to watch it happen, and then you pick up cues and you just become the person who you see. We're just characters of people that we've seen in our past, and we combined it into one.
And Liz, when you are casting the show, Liz and Z, when you guys are casting the show, are you going around to different talent agencies and staffing agencies, or?
So we
Man, they're on Craigslist like zero
yeah,
budget.
exactly.
Starving actors.
Again, we have no money.
Okay.
So we rent a little room and we put out casting notices to all these places, and we have hundreds and hundreds of
Fuck
people
yeah.
come in for days
Yeah.
until what we wrote on the page matches that person.
And then you're like, man, I've seen like 100 people, and
Yeah.
number 17 and number 34. Oh, what about 62
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
You go
So
home
many
at night
people
and you
come,
watch
yeah.
the tapes over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you think, Andre, when you got the notice and you're like, I'm going to go try out for this and get into this? This might be something that I'm down with. Do you just go to every casting call there is? Or as an actor,
No.
do you try to select certain projects that you think are going to enhance your talent?
Well, with this specific project, I didn't have to go through my agent or anything like that. I didn't have one at the time.
That 10% is hefty.
But Zahida actually
Yeah.
gave me the heads up on it. It was like, hey, we're doing something. We would love for you to come out for this role, which I did not get at first. It was someone else got the role.
They gave you
But-
a weight bench and some whole milk
Yeah.
and said, bulk up, dog, you got to play security.
But these are wonderful people, and I think it was like a homie hookup. They wrote a scene for me anyway because I did well in the audition. I just didn't fit the role at the time that they had going for Charles. And I did that role, and the person playing Charles actually had to back out, which made me the runner-up.
Yay.
You know, so it was
It's
like
not
a
where you
blessing
start,
in
it's where you
disguise.
end
Yeah.
up.
And how did that work out for you guys?
Amazing.
The
We love him.
funny part about it is that Andre improv'd his whole scene. That one scene we wrote for him, it was like 90% improv. We were all dying laughing, and we were laughing at him, and it was supposed to be like a little vehicle for the other guy, and we were like, oh yeah, the other guy, I guess we got to keep bringing him back on because we have him officially on. But Andre just killed it, and so when he backed out, we're like, we have to bring back
Continues
Andre.
to kill it.
You
saw the first episode.
Yeah, it was.
Funny.
Oh, that's all improv. Most of that's improv, by the way, what you saw.
Well, that's
Yeah.
gold. When you bring that type of gold, he better get some writing credits too, obviously, right? Oh,
Well, that wasn't in the show.
Hold on, Andre. They don't have
You
no
don't know
money.
how Hollywood works.
Whoa.
Tell us so about your character, Charles.
Well, Charles is a very, very educated guy. He's very intelligent.
Is he probably the
shouldn't
smartest
even
guy
work
in the
there.
dispensary?
Yes, he is. He is.
By far.
Right?
And it shows on his face. He walks in, he was like, gosh, I got to deal with these idiots again. No one is on my level. He's very into, philosophy. He's a big thinker, which was awesome for me is because I love to think. I mean, I just sit on my balcony. roll one, and I look into the stars and I think about stuff. It gives me clarity. you
Yeah,
know?
in the first episode, you're on the toilet.
Yeah.
But he's thinking on the toilet.
Tell me your best ideas don't come when you're either in the shower or on the toilet. There's something magical about the bathroom.
It's away
where
from my wife and
stuff just
kids.
happens.
That's what it is.
I write all my raps on the toilet. All of them.
Me too.
Me too.
Just as long as you're not.
And my
eating on
girl's
your
like, will you stop writing on the lid of this toilet? I'm like, sorry, babe.
But you know what? You know what is so cool about this whole dynamic? I could feel it here that you guys are all friends.
Yes.
Except I don't think you like John too much.
No, we do love John.
I mean, I'm married to
That's
him.
her
I don't even
husband.
really
Yeah,
like
we're
him.
married.
So
They have to like each other.
No.
You have to like each other. That's a cool hat though, and
Thank you.
you know. Buena Vista Social Club looking for it, but I'll let you know.
They're not getting it back.
No, but going around the table here, we have Sarah, who's also you're a little bit different because you had a background in the cannabis community already, right? You were actually Miss High Times.
I was one of the first Miss High Times in 2007.
Well, they had high times way before that, girl.
They didn't have a Miss High Times, cover model, spokesmodel.
Until 2007, officially.
So
That's right.
But you've been a connoisseur of the ganj for a long time now.
Connoisseur.
Yes, for a very long time.
And your role, who you play on there is
listening, dick.
is the cute bud tender.
Yes, I play Autumn Sky. She's your hippie stoner bud tender with an attitude. So do no harm, take no shit.
Straight up,
That's
right? Take it or leave it style of
That's right.
bud tending, huh?
That's right.
So at the end of the day, like with your background and what you did with cannabis, how did you get into acting and come to meet up with Liz and Z?
Well, I was actually brought out to LA to do a cannabis reality show. And thank goodness it didn't work out because that's not the path I wanted. I wanted to come out here. I wanted to work in the industry, continue with cannabis activism, and be an actress.
Straight up.
And that's it.
And you got one of the listings, the casting call.
That's right. And it was it was meant to be because Autumn Sky is very much who I was at 22 years old when I moved out here, and I was managing a failing cannabis dispensary in Hollywood with a lot of really shady characters. And
Well, give us a little bit of background on that. The people that don't know, because listen, I've been growing weed for 23 years. I've been smoking weed for longer than that, and I've been into a dispensary once.
Oh,
I went in there. I was like, oh fuck, you got the boo boo here, right? Tell a lot of the people listening though that grow their own have that idea. What does a failing dispensary look like?
oh gosh, well, the one that I worked at, it was run by some
Russian gangster.
meth head New Yorker, like,
Jersey Shore. Jersey
Hey,
Shore was slanging bud.
I got some weed here, and it's like sticks and
papers, weed, get your paper.
You
I got
know,
a master grower. He's from fucking Jersey. Out there, he blows it up. He fucking work for all the fucking families. All of them grew the best bud in New Jersey, right?
Pretty much. And, he didn't have these people, they didn't have a real good sense about, the cannabis community or even laws, let's say. They didn't really understand
No,
that.
slang and bang. Fuck that.
Right.
Yeah, like you would have people come in and he's like, hey, I'm the car washer down the street. He said I could come in and get some stuff. And I'm like, dude, no, like you don't even have a license. It's not how it works. So I'd say a failing dispensary is a place like that. And mainly, they don't really abide by the laws. They're kind of clueless. They have a lot of really shitty weed, trying to sell it at top dollar, and they don't even know what they're selling. Guy would just make names up.
Right. No, really.
Bud Light OG.
They're like, okay, go to CNN and the third person mentioned, okay, we got some Obama OG. Oh, top shelf, 65 and 8.
That's right.
The Duff OG, straight up. I see it on the some of the looks like the prop flowers and stuff. Do you guys use any real props since you're in a legal state here? Do you guys have
We can
real
provide
weed?
real
Actually-
props.
we
Well,
had
for a
we had a
price.
bunch
Yeah,
of.
we need a
They
budget.
just said they have no money.
I said when they get a budget, player.
I got those Lolos for you.
got this.
You need those light dev Lolos?
We had a product placement from a bunch of Mary's Medicinals.
Okay.
And Beeline. What was the other one? There's a
Oh,
third one.
Beeline the
Wax.
Okay,
Yeah.
Amway.
Yeah. So 3 big companies donated to us, but it was all fake product. So our whole dispensary was fake in our garage with all fake product.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Lots of oregano. It really was oregano.
And
You're
they're
Catnip.
Yeah, this is
And
oregano.
catnip.
That organic catnip, some of it's got some big buds in there, right?
Yeah, no, it looks very
that's
similar.
what they
I bought
would
some of
have
St.
at a
Louis on
family
accident.
dispensary.
Right, catnip.
Is that dog? But you did say something about your garage. That
Yeah.
this is shoestring. I won't say shoestring budget, but you put a lot into it. But you guys built out the full set in your garage. When you see the clips from the episodes and
My,
stuff,
my
you wanna think-
husband, Rich, Sturdivant, so he couldn't be here. But usually every radio show we've ever done or anything, they always called him Rich Henderson, which is my last name. So I have to give him credit, Rich Sturdivant.
There you go.
He's a big part of this. Creator, wrote the whole thing, directed the whole thing, and
Nice.
he built the scent. So we have a kid. We have a 5-year-old. We have full-time jobs, no money, and at night he would watch YouTube videos on how to build a set. He would run over to Home Depot and grab some wood and come back and build it. And every night for like months, he built a set.
Wow.
And it was amazing.
Well, he has a fallback job of a contractor if this doesn't pan out.
Right.
This is going to pan out because you have a great cast, great writing. The clips I've seen are hilarious. Check out at the Green Room series on both Instagram. Is it on Twitter as well?
Twitter,
Facebook, or you can go to thegreenroomseries.com. You can see the clips. Are they on YouTube or is it at the website?
at the website. You can't see the full episodes yet. But we have a bunch of trailers and a lot of fun things on there.
That's going to be awesome. Now, if I could give a suggestion a little bit. No, I'm not going to give the suggestion. It's a bad suggestion. I'm not going to. Too much James Ho. We just lost our caller. We just lost the caller. Well,
Give us a suggestion.
because I do this other radio show on a daily basis, and this is kind of why my voice is gone. But we had a whole topic about suppositories and the new cannabis suppositories,
Yeah.
And things that are coming out. This whole niche and what's going on. There's so many things that are happening so quickly that it just has to be a plethora of content just pouring into you guys,
Yeah.
and for you guys all the time.
Yeah, and it's, we're huge cannabis activists. Everyone, all of us. That's a lot of this is education through comedy, is what we call it.
Nice.
It is.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the future of cannabis here in the United States and with the new administration, and how Jeff Sessions comes out and talks about potentially shutting down recreational cannabis? To me, it's a step backwards. Of course, I'm an advocate too. But how do you continue to be strong in that environment?
Well, I'd say the people have spoken. Over half of the states in America right now are medicinal, and more are moving towards full legalization every day. So the people have spoken. I don't think that Jeff Sessions can do shit. We're here, and there's so much evidence and science and things that are coming out each day, just showing all the benefits of it, that there's literally no denial. There's no denying how incredible of a plant it is and how much that it can do for us and our planet as a whole. So I don't think that, one dude is going to be able to stop that.
Well,
I
hopefully
agree.
not.
Yeah.
I think we've reached the tipping point.
Yeah.
The whole political climate on the national level to me is kind of scary. I don't care what
Yeah,
political
who
side
even
you're
knows what's
leaning.
real about it? It's like alternative facts and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you can't
like,
believe the
fake
media.
news.
every day. Yeah, like nothing.
I just thank baby Jesus. I like to thank baby Jesus because I'm like that Will Ferrell, in Talladega Nights. It is my favorite version of Jesus. But thanks baby Jesus that we have the good herb, that we have weed to smoke and kind of relax and take a step back. I think most of the people in the world would chill the fuck out on whatever they're bent on if they just smoked a joint before they acted on it.
Except Kim Jong-un.
Maybe.
He will not chill out.
He will not chill out. Guys, I want everyone to
He might
check
call
out.
in, actually.
Go check out the Green Room series, both on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. TheGreenRoomSeries.com. Liz, Z, you want to leave our listeners with a little something?
What do
Some
we leave
words
them
of
with?
wisdom?
Words of wisdom. You should you should check out the sites and like us and share us.
Well, and just follow our journey.
Right.
And see where we land.
I'm going to.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I would love to. But guys, I appreciate you all coming through, and I appreciate if you hang out in the green room, and we'll puff one up afterwards. Maybe Sarah Miss High Times, Andre. check out this fire, dog. You ain't seen nothing like this in the green room.
Or the dispensary.
Straight up, player.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a parting
Wow.
gift. Guys, thanks so
nice.
much. TheGreenRoomSeries.com. It's Heavy T's Grow Show. We will be right back on DFZ Radio.
.com.